June 6, 2026. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie arrive at All Saints Church in Kemble for the wedding of Peter Phillips. They are not performing official duties, yet the cameras are granted full access to their every gesture. This is a calculated public return. 1 month earlier, the announcement of Eugenie's third pregnancy changed the direction of the news cycle. It moved the public record away from the 2025 release of court documents involving their father. For the sisters, this shift is a requirement for professional survival. Their charity, the Anti-Slavery Collective, Beatrice and Eugenie, now rely entirely on their positions at Affinity in Hauser and Worth. They work for private salaries. By operating outside the sovereign grant, they lose state-funded security but gain a specific protection. No public money reaches their accounts. They stand in the center of the frame but remain off the taxpayer's ledger. The next family gathering will reveal if this distance can hold. February 19th, 2026, a 66th birthday marked by the arrival of bailiffs at Wood Farm. Andrew attempted to cite his birthright, but the keys to Royal Lodge had already been surrendered. For Beatrice and Eugenie, this was the final loss of a £30 million inheritance. The erasure of their ancestral base follows a survival pattern set in 1968. Princess Margaret's reputation was a liability. Princess Alexandra of Kent began appearing at her side to anchor a family member the Queen could not publicly defend. At the Kemble wedding, the sisters repeat this defensive formation. By standing with the younger royals, they occupy a space the king cannot easily vacate. They are no longer defined by their father's eviction, but by the company they are permitted to keep. The next court circular will show if this shield holds. May 16, 2026. Prince William orders a forensic audit of Beatrice and Eugenie's private business accounts. He demands proof that no funds from their father's remaining assets have entered their personal ledgers. When the sisters decline to provide the bank statements, the response is immediate and visible. June 16, 2026, Royal Ascot. The carriage procession departs for the royal enclosure. For the first time, Beatrice and Eugenie are not seated in the lead vehicles. They stand among the crowds on the grass, watching the horses pass. In the royal box, Queen Camilla remains focused on the track, while the Princess of Wales looks toward the finishing line. Neither acknowledges the sisters standing below the balcony. The new list for the following week's garden party at Buckingham Palace is published that evening. The names Beatrice and Eugenie are absent from the royal host list for the first time in a decade. The gates are scheduled to open at 3 o'clock. Princess Anne remains the manager of the monarchy's survival ledger. With only 11 working royals left, the institution's logistics are failing. At All Saints Church, Anne places herself physically between the sisters and Prince William, creating a single photographic frame that the palace cannot crop. It is a tactical endorsement from the one figure the Prince of Wales cannot publicly countermand. The church doors close, but the documentation remains incomplete. The June 20th deadline for the forensic audit of the York private ledgers is 10 days away. Beatrice and Eugenie have not yet signed the disclosure forms. Without those signatures, their names cannot be added to the guest list for the King's birthday parade next month. The ledger remains open. The next move belongs to the sisters. Is William's demand for a financial audit a necessary protection for the crown, or a personal vendetta that threatens the family's survival? Share your thoughts below and subscribe to follow the Chronicle.